Mexico is a country of unmeasurable wealth in natural and human resources. It is amazing how Mexico has been blessed with so many wonderful things. I would like to tell you all about it. Mexico has 1,973 million square kilometers. It has been best known for its great beaches with warm waters in the Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Ocean. It has a diverse landscape of mountains, deserts, rainforest, and jungles. I will mention just a few of each of the heritages of Mexico. It has 41 biosphere reserves. Some of the most important and known are Reserve of the Biosphere El Vizcaíno in the north of Baja California, with 1,964,375 kilometers. It has several ecosystems, deserts, mangroves, lagoons, oak forests, and mezquitales. It is a reproduction sanctuary of the gray whale. Guerrero Negro is one of the largest salt mines in the world. It is between the north and south of Baja California. It exports first-quality salt to all the countries of the world. It produces 8 million tons a year. The Biosphere Reserve of Calakmul in Campeche, a sanctuary for birds and an archaeological site, producer of certified orchids. 18 natural sanctuaries. These areas have a considerable wealth in flora and fauna. Sanctuary of the monarch butterfly in Michoacán. The butterfly travels 4,500 kilometers from Canada to Mexico to come to this place where they find a forest of oyamel trees, Abies religiosa, and makes their winter home, to afterwards travel the same distance back to Canada. Sanctuary of the Chamela Bay in Jalisco. These are 11 islands and small islets that form part of where the Pacific Ocean starts in the coast of Jalisco. It has 84 acres. Playa de Puerto Arista in Chiapas, where the green turtle, the louse, the golfina, and the carey turtles nest. The Turtle Fest takes place here and thousands of turtles are released. We have 66 national parks. National Park of El Desierto de los Leones in the state of Mexico, where there is also a Carmelite convent. National Park of the Cacahuamilpa Grotto. It has an amazing number of caves and limestone with stalactites and stalagmite formations. We have 33 World Heritage Sites. Chichen Itza in Yucatán, Palenque in Chiapas, Monte Albán in Oaxaca, Cabañas Hospice with murals of José Clemente Orozco in Guadalajara. 7 unmaterial world heritages: Day of the Dead, the Mariachi, the Voladores de Papantla, Mexican cuisine, the Parachicos, traditional dance of Chiapa de Corzo. We have 187 archaeological sites in all Mexico open to the general public, but many more still to be uncovered. Among them, Teotihuacan in the state of Mexico, El Tajín in Veracruz, Uxmal and 3 towns, Cabá, Labná, Sayil in Yucatán, Paquimé in Chihuahua, Xochicalco in Morelos. Most of these are also World Heritage Sites. We have more than 40 minerals that are exploited in Mexico. such as silver. We are the first producer of silver in the world, the third producer of bismuth, the fifth producer of lead. We also produce gold, copper, and zinc. And recently, lithium, the biggest deposit of lithium, was discovered in Sonora. Lithium is the new petroleum of Mexico. We are in a transition of energetics in all the world. Lithium is used for computers, electric cars, cell phones, and the deposit is calculated to have 243 millions of tons, and it is not the only deposit in Mexico. Petroleum. We are the 14th country in the world producers of oil. We have reserves of 12,352 million barrels. The states that produce more petroleum are Tabasco, Tamaulipas, Veracruz, and in territorial waters. Just to have an idea, we produce an approximate of 73,295 barrels daily. In the agri-food industry, we are the first producers and exporters of avocado in the world. Chocolate has its origins in Mexico. The legend says that the Quetzalcoatl god gave cacao to men. Cacao means nourishment of the gods. We are the main exporter of products such as beer, tomatoes, hot peppers, pimentos, watermelon, cucumber, lemons, onions, papaya, and many others. There are many alcoholic beverages and wines in Mexico, but we will only mention two. Tequila has designation of origin, which means that the product is original from the geographical region of the country, with quality and characteristics that are exclusive to that region. So if they sell you a tequila from another part of the world, that is not the real tequila. Tequila can only be produced with blue agave. Once the hima has taken place, to cut the leaves and leave the pine, you put it in tiled ovens and is cooked with steam. It needs to be fermented to be able to distill it, and from there they go to barrels to age. The different types of tequila are the white, which does not go into barrels. The repose tequila is 3 months in a barrel. Then the aged or tequila añejo is 1 year in barrel. The extra age have to be at least 3 years in barrels. The tequila normally has 45 degrees of alcohol. Mezcal can be produced with many types of agaves, and its production is very artisanal. They cut the pine in half and they put it in an underground oven on top of very hot stones. It is covered and the pines will cook for many hours. Mezcal has 55 degrees of alcohol. Wines. The 6 best wines produced in Mexico: the Shiraz from Don Leo, Santos Brujo Tempranillo from Villas del Sol, Petit Shiraz, Malbec, Casa Grande, Cabernet Sauvignon, Casa Madero, Nebbiolo, Cuna de Tierra. They are produced in the states of Aguascalientes, Baja California, Chihuahua, and Coahuila. And to end this list of endless good things Mexico has to offer to the world, I will mention the cultural heritage. Mexico has received 3 Nobel Prizes in chemistry, literature, and peace. Isaac Fernandez, the first ballet dancer of the English National Ballet, has received the Benoit de la Danse and received a standing ovation at the Kremlin in September 2019. Alondra de la Parra, the first woman orchestra director, founder and artistic director of the Philharmonic Orchestra of the Americas, seated in New York, cultural and tourism ambassador of Mexico. We have 6 dancers who have been named Global Pride who are Mexicans. Artists. We have many world-known artists such as Diego Rivera, Frida Kahlo, David Alfaro Siqueiros, Rufino Tamayo, José Clemente Orozco, and many more. Film directors. We have 10 film directors who have received the Oscar from 1950. And from 2013, Alfonso Cuarón, Alejandro González Iñárritu, and Guillermo del Toro have received 4 Academy Awards as Best Directors. We can continue with so many more lists of great things of Mexico. I know Mexico has many problems still to solve. 2 of the most important are lack of education and corruption. But I would like to know which country has not had challenges to overcome. I will talk of these problems in one of the blogs. I will talk about the good and the bad of Mexico. But definitely, I can tell you that Mexico is changing. Mexicans are changing. We can certainly become a first world country if we strive to make those changes happen. Mexico is a friendly country who wants to be friends with all the countries of the world. It has warm-hearted Mexicans who want to build bridges and not walls, who are proud of their heritage, that have welcomed so many expats and given asylum to many people from all over the world. Mexicans want to be recognized, respected, and taken into consideration. Mexico opens her arms to everyone who wants to live in peace. Loving Mexico thanks you for being with us today. Be sure to subscribe and leave a comment. Continue watching our videos and enjoy loving Mexico.